Good evening, everyone. Now I am introducing Gajula. He is studying BBA third year in Vignan University. His native place is Appapuram, Bapatla, and his hobbies are watching Netflix, storybooks, and he is working as a core member and media lead for the Young Generation organization. He contributed about health and fitness in Manogna magazine, etc. Thank you. Now we can start.
Good evening, everyone. So, my topic is about the education system in India. To begin with, according to Wikipedia, Google, the definition is education. Education. Education is the form of something to learn. So, it is a form of learning something new that is about skills, values, knowledge, creative thinking, problem solving, etc. Next slide. According to few intellectuals, the education meaning is education is not the amount of information. It is not the amount of information that must put in the human brain. So it must have the value system and man making, character making, and assimilation of ideas. This is what the meaning about the real education according to few intellectuals. So, education system in India is divided into two types. First one is ancient Indian education system. Second type is modern Indian education system. So, ancient education system is done in Treta Yuga and Dwapara Yuga. Second type of mode of education system is modern Indian education system. It was started in the year 1832 now. So this is what the ancient Indian education system. So here in this ancient education system, the people are divided into caste groups. That is because of by dividing into caste, as they already know about the work what they have to do according to their caste. For example, let us assume Kumari is the caste. They have to do the pots. So they are well known about the pots making. So regarding that, they are divided into castes and they are learned from their fathers and grandfathers, and also the skills like Viluvidya and Khatgam, like these kinds of skills are learned by some gurus which are selected by the king of one kingdom. So in this ancient education system, there will be no fees of collecting. In this ancient education system, the guru who teached something new skill or something knowledge, he will ask something at last of the learning, that is called Guru Dakshin. Guru Dakshin, one student has to give to his teacher. So this is the modern education system. In modern education system, it is further divided into two. For example, in 1960 to 2000, there will be a book called Peddabala Shiksha. You know, this is the basic book one must have to read from first class to fifth class. It is the basic book called Peddabala Shiksha, but later it was removed from the education. So after 1960 to 2000, from 2000 onwards, the education system was changed differently. So in modern education system, the mindset of the people was changed, that more money, more education. This kind of thing was developed in the human brain. So let me give you small example, sir. The practical knowledge was decreased. For example, let us do a small activity. Take 5 seconds. Try to solve this puzzle. Let us assume that this is a clock. Try to find out the angle between this. Take 5 seconds. Try to write roughly. Write the process what you have followed. So okay, most of the people try to solve this problem in different kind of methods. In Indian education system, the teachers not allowed to think only. So I will tell you one new method to solve this as easy as possible. So for example, so in this, so the clock is divided into 12 parts, further divided into 10, right? So in each part it is equal to 3 because the clock consists of 360 degrees, right? So 360 degrees into how many parts are there? Which implies equal to 3. So each part is equal to 3. Then 3 into how many parts are there is equal to answer. So this kind of thinking was lack in the Indian education system, and also the usage of any concept. The teachers are not telling that. For example, last example, do you know the use of trigonometry? Anyone? Don't know. Anybody don't know? So I will tell you a small example. Have you seen the Lakshya movie? Hrithik Roshan is a hero. So for example, if you want to know the height of any hill, so let us assume that this is a hill. This is the point where one man is looking into hill. So this is the hill. This is the point, topmost point of hill. There will be 1 meter which will recognizes the angle. So by knowing just height and angle, what it making, so what we have is the values what we have is height and the length he took and the angle. The relation what makes is sine. I don't tell you depthly. So sine the angle what it making is, by knowing this we can know the height of the hill. So this kind of system is lacking in our Indian education system. Thank you.
You are swallowing words. Number 3, fill-ups. That should not come. Number 4, eye contact missing. You are seeing in this direction only. Number 5, grammatical mistakes are there. Number 6, though you have chosen very good topic, you failed to deliver it. And you have given very good example also. Example is good. Presentation, you have to improve the presentation. Next one is improve your language and tell what audience understand. They don't know trigonometry and you are telling about trigonometry. And most of the people, what they do is they start from the center. If you start from the center, what happens is then you have to wipe it off. Then you wipe it off automatically. In the end, how you can conclude what you said, that is not there on the board. So what you have to do, you have to start from the left. That is the reason why nowadays big boards are given in your class also. Very big boards. Why? First one, second one, third step, fourth step, and conclusion. When you want to end your speech, then you have to start with, we started with this, then you have to do this, and then conclusion in it. Then any photo to be taken, then it will be clear. Never wipe it off. The things which you have written, that is called board management. This board management is also one of the part of public speaking. Have you understood? Good.
Vijay Kirtan Valmiki, he holds the roll number 211 FA 07114, and he is second BTech and from IT. He's from Tenali, and his qualification is 12th from a CBSE school, and he is pursuing BTech in Vignan University. His hobbies are music and playing musical instruments.
Thank you, Brother Ravi. My name is Vijay Kirtan, as brother. Good evening, everybody. My name is Vijay Kirtan, as brother has introduced, and my topic for this presentation is unity in diversity. Firstly, I want to start with a story. There is a small story which includes a brother and a sister. They are playing hide and seek, and the sister is went to hide, and brother is finding the sister. And while he is in the way to find the sister, he found a mirror. He found a mirror, and he saw his sister in the mirror. Then he jumped into the mirror. He found a new world in the mirror. This you can see in a movie, in the latest movie Bimbisara. And the story I have not copied that, but I got it from Google. And the brother can find a sister in that, and when he jumped into it, he can found a new world which includes a lot of species which are diverse in nature. And I will conclude this story in the last. We'll go to the next. And coming to the introduction, as we all know, India is a diverse country which has many hills, all natural vegetations in it, and India is beautified with its diverse people with different castes, race, creed, and that is what which attracts tourists from abroad. This is the difference between unity and diversity. The term unity means integration and togetherness, whereas diversity is in a whole contrast with it, where that is something that refers to something different. This is the meaning of unity and diversity. It implies to the meaning of unity. Although there is a diversity which is infinity or finite, diversity in an association or a country or a state, unity refers to the togetherness and integrity in the diversified space. The origin of unity and diversity. In 500 BC, China and America, the unity and diversity has been started. From that, the Indian Constitution, it has been adopted, and it is included in the Constitution of India as a salient feature. Importance of unity and diversity. The first point is national integration. As we are living in a diversified country, India has a most and lot of diversities, although in people, vegetation, and also in animals. And national integration means all the people are diversified organisms should be united so as to run the country in a specific manner which leads to the success. And the next one is development and growth. Although we are diversified, when we are in a united state, all the intellectuals come together and unified, then we can achieve or develop or grow anything. Next one is global recognition. India is globally recognized as a unified country in the diversity. From this we can say that global recognition, we have got global recognition in unity and diversity. and peaceful coexistence. When although we are diversified with different castes, religion, creed, and different perspectives and intellectuals, when we are unified, there is no difference among the people, and we can live peaceful. These are some merits and demerits of unity and unity in diversity. The first one is unity. Merits of unity and diversity. We can increase moral among the people, and next, collaborations, relationships, interaction between people will be improved, and we can improve also the communication between the people in diversified languages, which is linguistic diversity. And next one is we can remove all the social ills in the society. And the next merit is we can promote healthy human relationships. These are some demerits of unity and diversity. The first one is which gives rise to multiple social strains, and the second demerit which this may causes due to the diversity, this may cause corruptions in the society. And the next one is due to undeveloped foundation, power deficiency, roads, etc. will be caused. Unity and diversity in ancient India. In the starting stage of unity and diversity in India, there are many diversified people in India. They are pre-Aryans, Indo-Aryans, Greek, Scythians, and Hunas and Turks, and many other diversified people in the country. But all these people lived unified in the ancient India, from where the origin of the unity and diversity concept has been started. These are some factors that influence unity and diversity. The first one is geographical unity. Although all the organisms in India are diversified, if we specify a place for each diversity, there may be inconvenience on the globe and insufficiency of space. As there is a unity in the diversity, we can say that geographical unity is present. And next one is racial unity. There are different races or different castes or religions among the people. We should also see the unity among them. And the next one is linguistic unity. This one, as I have already said, there are many languages in India. Every state also have different languages, and also among the states there are different languages within the states in intrastate linguistic diversities. Within that, unity is required. The next one is religious and social unity. There are we also have articles 14 to 35 in Constitution of India, which specifies fundamental rights. In that, one of the fundamental right is right to religion. So there are many diverse of religions, which all over the globe they are not present, but in India there are diverse of religions present, and among that religions there should be a unity. Next one is political unity. In politics, there are many.
How many states are there? Yeah.
This coming to the moral of the story, when the brother jumped into the mirror, he saw a diverse of creatures in it, which are differentiated from cuisine to the dressing style of the creatures, but also there are diversity in the world. He found the world is peaceful and contented. So in the mirror, the world is full of diversities and possibilities, and the world is so beautiful as the brother has observed. We can also make our world and country beautiful by opening our mind, by accepting all the differences and diversities in our country wholeheartedly. By this I conclude that although there is a diversity among the people, creatures, and among the countries, nations, and we have to be united so that to make our globe successful and ahead. By this I thank you, and thank you, sir, for this opportunity.
Thanks. Most of you are not doing that, number one. Number two, there should be coordination between your talk and slide. You are telling something, later on slide is coming. Coordination should be there, number two. Number three, to some extent you are feeling tense. Presentation preparation is good. Feeling tense, because of tense, you could not do properly. Next one is, eye contact is missing. Whom you are seeing? Eye contact has to be maintained with the audience. Next one is PPT bullet points. It is a replica of the notes. Only bullet points you have to write and you have to explain. Otherwise, what people do, they go on reading it. Right? Some people, they think, what is this? It is nothing but notes. I am feeling bored. They will not listen. Be careful. Preparation of the, always remember, it should not be reflection of notes. Bullet points, you have to write it, then you have to explain. Okay?
Today I am here to introduce our next speaker, Mr. B. Abhignu. He is from third year EC department. He is a resident of Tenali. He is certified from PED by Cambridge. He belongs to both educational and business background family. His goal is to get placed in a good MNC, and his strengths are time management, loyalty, and willpower. And Abhignu, please go ahead.
Thank you, Himala. Thank you, Himaza, for the intro. And before going to the topic, I would like to pose to you a question. How many of you had the habit of reading newspaper daily? How many of you? Okay. Even I don't have the habit. Okay. How many of you seen that in your father's hand or your grandfather's hand that newspaper? Yeah, why? Due to the generation gap. There, I see many of the hands raised. Okay. Okay, my topic is newspaper. Yeah, newspaper comes into the media session, which contains radio, television, newspaper, and internet. Now the present trend is internet. Why this newspaper went back to the trend? Actually, in the media, the newspaper having the place of print media. In print media, there are two sessions called as newspaper and magazines. And later, what is newspaper? Newspaper is generally a set of daily information which is published in a periodical manner, that daily or in a weekly manner, in a weekly ones. And how newspaper contents are. Mostly we can find that Sunday games for the children, and in the Sunday newspaper, in the Jilla editions, and about the district news and worldwide news in the front pages, and mostly the business news, and in a wide range of business applications and political news, etc. When the newspaper is evolved, how? It is generally in 17th century the newspaper has been started. It is as the information sheet of merchants, and later in the 19th century in Europe and South America and North America, the newspapers has been started developing, and many of the people started reading newspapers, and it became the trend. Growth of newspapers. In 2002, in India, almost 150 million people reads the newspaper every day, and it has been increasing by 2014 itself as 264 million people. So we can find that a wide range of increase in newspaper trends, and people follow the newspaper. Do you know that per every day, still now, 6,000 newspapers, different newspapers has been publishing in worldwide, and many of the online news publications, etc. Negatives of the newspaper. Why this newspaper trend has been reduced, and how this negativity came in the newspaper. Why this generation kids are avoiding the newspaper, and mostly your grandfathers also nowadays don't like that like the newspaper, that they are opening the newspaper, that headline is the death news. Hope you can feel that. And the main reason is paper wastage. As we are living in the technical world, we are using internet as a mode of information technology. So why can't we use this newspaper in our mobile technologies, and we can access and we can handle them anytime, and we can read the information wherever we want, and we can't carry the newspaper in hand. And because of this 6,000 different newspapers publishing lot of copies, the usage of paper is more, and it might be waste. And advertisement. This newspaper contents generally they are as for the funding of the requirements of the funding, they are using this business ads, and mostly where the people feels that we are buying the newspaper for this business ads to see we are paying the money. The people feel like that, and they are stopping the reading of newspaper and using the online newspaper. And next, I would like to end this with some quotes. A good newspaper, which I suppose is a nation talking to itself. We all know that if the newspaper has been printed, it will be generated, or it will be communicated through worldwide. And if the negatives of the communication has been occurred, and this may be this newspapers can be read by the other countries, and they feel like in this country this much negativity is happening. And another quotation by Mark Twain is, if you don't read the newspaper, you will be uniform, and if you read the newspaper, you will be visiform. And I would like to conclude this with another realistic example, that recently IT Minister of the Telangana has been telling that he is having the habit of reading 13 newspapers daily, that to verify which news is the real one. So expect for the good news and real news for the future generations, and I would like to conclude this. Thank you.
Impression is good. Number 2, started well with question. Question he asked. That's very good. Number 1. Number 2, and you are maintaining eye contact with everyone. Number 4, you have given very good example. Telangana Minister. And you concluded very well. But only problem is time. Time you have to manage. And you are moving. Very good movement. Movement is good. Okay? That's good. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Next one.
Very good evening to everyone. Now I am going to introduce Ajay Kumar Sindhu from Guntur, AP. He is currently studying EC third year, achieved PET certificate, 2 NPTEL certificates, CR4 section B ECE, coordinators for team NSS, achieved more prizes in CSC computer competition compared to my friend in my branch. That's about him. And I welcome Mr. Ajay Kumar to speak about his topic.
Thank you, Prithvi. Good evening, everyone. This is Ajay from 3rd ECE, and today I am going to speak about Indian culture. Let me tell you a short story. Once upon a time, there lived a great king. One day, a poor man wanted to meet the king, and he went to his king's castle. Because of his shabby appearance, guards did not let him in. Though the poor man claimed that he is already a known person to the king, guards did not believe it. Meanwhile, king observed this, and immediately he came to the poor man and hugged him with love. King, along with his wife, received the poor man with great hospitality and treated with him respect and love. King introduced the poor man to his wife as he was his childhood friend, and he explains some memories. The poor man was overwhelmed with his king's behavior. Poor man actually met the king to seek help, but the king understand the poor man, and he fulfilled the wishes of the poor man. Can anyone guess in which country the story with the theme Atithi Devo Bhava is often here? Yes, it's absolutely correct. It's one and only India, and the king is none other than Lord Sri Krishna, and the person is Sudama. Culture. Culture as a term is very high and deep. Culture can also be referred as the way of living and the way of society functions. India welcomes everyone without any India welcomes everyone regardless of caste, color, and religion. It is only in India that one can preach and practice. Atithi Devo Bhava. That means we treat our guests as gods, and we treat them with respect and love. We must take all the pride in such a rich culture like ours. Indian culture values individual spirit and soul, and we greet each other with folded hands by saying Namaste. Indian culture has a rich source. India has a rich culture in music, dance, drama, costumes, cuisines, and skills that make India remarkable. With 29 states and 7 union territories, every place has its language. It's making simply attractive togetherness. In terms of religions, India is home to many religions, and most importantly, it respected every religion. Considering the food, India is notable to a huge combination of spices, dishes, and flavors that make fragment. In India, there is a form of classical dance for every state, which includes Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Odissi, Manipuri, Mohiniyattam. Coming to the marriages, in India, marriages are done like a festival, held like a festival. The bride and bridegroom are honored with precious jewels. The whole environment at Indian marriages are bright, colorful, and grand. Whereas it varies for religions to religions and place to place. And these few words are not enough to describe about the cultures of India completely, and I am proud to be a part of nation and culture. Jai Hind.
Very cool. You are very cool. Not feeling tense. Not showing tense. Maybe feeling tense. Not showing unfair. Number 2. You started well. Once upon a time. Started with a story. That's good. Third one. You involve the audience. Right?
Yes.
That is important. Once in a way, you have to ask them the questions. And don't wait for the answer. You continue. Next one is, movement is very good. And next one, you started well, suddenly you slowed down. Why? Don't do it. That is, initially you practiced well, later on you forgot. But it should,
I missed the flow.
You missed the flow.
Restart that.
Right.
I'm going to introduce my friend, C. Sai Teja. Right now, he is pursuing his textile technology in BTech with honors. He has completed diploma in textile technology and he is from Kadapa district of Andhra Pradesh, and he has completed NBTL certificate on basic of environmental engineering. What else?
Yeah, Mr. Alan, very thanks to introduce me. Good evening, everybody. Apart from the topic, I would like to recall our past experience of the year 2020. This is the special year for in our life, and we have learned a lot of new lessons and experience. We have in that year the COVID-19 has COVID-19 pandemic which forced us to isolate ourselves in our homes. In that we are stuck in our homes. We had come here and habituated to very few things and new things like online classes. Today's my topic is about online classes. Online classes, it is the combination of course conducted over the internet, and it is combination of video recording and lectures with interactors with lecturers and trainers interactors. These are generally connected to a virtual portal which we can gather our information and prepare our interact with the teachers and view grades. Online classes is also known as e-learning or online learning. What is the importance of online classes? Online education. It enables our studies and teach from anywhere in this world. Why online classes is the future of education in 2023? It is flexible and it's accessible. It allows for a customized learning experience and it's more cost effective than traditional education. Differences between online classes and offline classes. It is cost effective and time management. Whereas in offline classes we have to make a separate schedule to travel from home to college, and it's classrooms. In online classes it was virtually, like totally digitally, and we can interact with the teachers digitally, and it is a synchronized one. Whereas in offline classes it is physical classrooms. Offline classes have a fixed and strict schedules. In online classes students are very careless and they will not take seriously. Whereas when it comes to offline classes, we will take it seriously and we will complete that work in time. One of the examples of all of us has enrolled to NPTL, right? How many hours giving assignment feedback weekly? No one has. All are cheating from others only. It is the main disadvantages from the online classes. We cannot control the cheating during the online classes. Lack of communication skills and skill development. Sense of isolation due to over uses of screen timing or systems. Inability to focus on screens. Manage screen teacher training.
Main problem with you is mother tongue influence. You are speaking in Telugu, English in Telugu. But I think what I feel, try to avoid it. Number one. Number two, your introduction is very good. Started with the experience. All of us experience the COVID-19 during. That is good, very good. And second, the third one is good eye contact. You are maintaining eye contact. And you are connected to the audience by asking how many of you are sending the assessment. And not assessment, what is that? Assignment. That is good. Well, the only thing is, mother tongue influence, get rid of that. Okay? Otherwise, good.
Good evening, everyone. I am I, Hima, introduce to you Panaganti Vaishnavi, a student of Tadepalligudam. She belongs to a nuclear family. Her father is a shopkeeper and her mother is a homemaker. She's pursuing her bachelor's in biotechnology here in VFSTR. She completed her schooling from Ravindra Bharati science stream. She's certified in C.Word, Elite and 2 NPTEL courses, achieved a PET certification and also has an aggregate of 93% in her bachelor's. Her strengths include quick learner, hard worker, positive thinker. She can adapt to any situation. Her short-term goal being securing a job in a well-reputed core company, and her long-term goal being scoring a good position in the company where she can build her career and help you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Miss Himbendu, for such nice introduction about me. And I'm going to talk about the save trees. How many of you are involved in planting trees from your childhood? Okay, nice. And I'm going to talk about what are the things trees gives us, why it is important to save trees, what are the consequences of deforestation, and how to save trees. I would like to start with a great saying said by Khalil Gibran. Trees are the poems that the earth writes upon the sky. When we plant the tree that grows and reaches the height up to the sky. The meaning is for this. And we all know about the Chipko movement. It is the movement introduced by Sundarlal Bahuguna in our India. People prevented the deforestation by hugging the trees. By this, preventing deforestation is the major step towards the saving trees. Trees. My dear friends, trees are the essence in our life. We almost get all the essentials from the trees. They not only gives us food, shelter, and they also prevent the soil erosion and prevent the global warming. They also maintain the climate, and they also cleans the air, purifies the air by trapping the particles, pollutants, etc. So, trees are the great donors. Usually, they provide everything, whatever they in every part, like leaf, root, and from every part of the tree, we get like medicines, wood, rubber, gum. Every part of the tree plays an important role in something giving to us people. And trees are very useful in our life. And trees helps in controlling the pollution, recycles the water and everything. And here, but trees are the essence in our life. But what we are doing about for the trees, are we taking good care of them? Some of we are taking good care of them, but we are cutting off the trees for our needs and for the greed, for the economical purposes like sandalwoods and for the wood for the houses. We are cutting and for the urbanization purposes, we are removing the trees and clearing the forests for the urbanization. So we are not taking care of the trees. But in this we have to save the trees. What are the things trees gives us? Already I told timber, wood, paper, gum, food, shelter, house, medicines, rubber, etc. And the trees. What the trees? Why it is important to save the trees? Trees not only gives us food, it also reduces the air pollutants. When we plant the 100 trees, 100 trees removes the 53 tons of CO2 per year and 430 lbs of pollutants and 72 lbs of ozone and 81 lbs of particulates. The means smoke, dust and all the particles, it will be removed by the 100 trees. And trees are the main source of the oxygen. As we know that it produces the oxygen by consuming the CO2, which is the main greenhouse gas responsible greenhouse gas, which is causing the harmful to the environment. Trees are the major natural receptacles for most of the harmful gases. And according to the US Department of the Agriculture, 1 acre of the forest absorbs 6 tons of carbon dioxide and produces the 4 tons of the oxygen. These 4 tons of the oxygen is enough to meet the annual needs of the 18 people. Means if we If you plant the trees for an acre, it can meet the annual needs of the 18 people. 18 people can live. And trees acts as the best volunteers. Volunteers is nothing but serving the people. Serving the people without expecting anything from the side or any pay. Like trees, in the cost of oxygen. Like if we in a day, a person breathes the oxygen which is equivalent to the 3 cylinders. And on an average cost, one oxygen cylinder costs about the 700 rupees. And in a day, 3 oxygen cylinders, 2100. If we discuss about for a year, it tells about the 7,66,500. And if we talk about the average lifespan of the 65 years, it will take up to 50 million. Means trees are really giving worth of the 50 million for everyone. So we should plant the trees and we should save the trees. What are the consequences of the deforestation? And if we don't save the trees, if we cut the trees, we cannot get the food. The air pollution will be increased. The atmosphere temperature will be increased. As all our friends have discussed about the pollution, environmental pollution, global warming, all the disasters will be caused by the cutting of the trees and the deforestation. Disasters like the floods and the landslides are caused by the cutting of the trees. So the major control measure for the deforestation is saving the trees, planting more and more trees, afforestation. How to save the trees? We have to ban the complete deforestation. If we cut the one tree, we should plant the 3 more trees and reduce the paper consumptions. We should provide the biogas to the rural areas where we should eliminate the cutting of the trees. Plant more and more trees, and we should spread the importance of the trees. We should think about the alternatives what we are getting from the trees. Each part of the plant gives the medicines and plays an important role in all the other activities. Medicine, gums, water purification, oils, all the nutritions get from every part of the tree. So we should plant the trees, we should save the trees. And by the way, I would like to talk about this man who is an environmental activist, who is also popularly known as the Forest Man of India, C.Raghava. He observed that many of the snakes have been died due to the deforestation, cutting of the trees, and the floods are causing because of the deforestation. And C.Raghava started planting the trees on the sandbar of the river Brahmaputra, and he awarded with Padma Shri by the APJ Abdul Kalam in the year 2015. Message I would like to conclude with this is our world Mother Earth. Without trees is without the beauty of the nature, without the beauty of the nature, and we cannot get the clean air. And do not cut the trees. Each one, tree one. Everyone should plant the one tree, at least on our special days like birthdays, on our parents' anniversaries, like that. And cut smoking, not trees. Save the trees, save the environment, save our future. I would like to conclude this by Mahatma Gandhi once said that our Mother Earth provides enough to meet everyone's needs, but not everyone's greed. We should not cut the trees for our greed purposes, for the economical purposes. We should save the trees as they are providing the life to us. Without the trees, we cannot get the oxygen, we cannot live for this. So, I hope you all will plant it at least 3 in a year. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
You have done extremely well. One has good interaction. You start with a question and your preparation is good. Number 3, good coordination between slide and you. You are not reading it. You are explaining. That's good. Very good flow. But don't repeat what already you said. One slide you said it again, second time. Thereby you are wasting the time. Next, good PPT. You have given good information and you have given very good solution. And good example also you have given, good message you have given, good conclusion. Very good. Keep it up.